Hello and welcome to BoyleSportsNews.com. I'm Nicola McGeady and joining me now is Raymond Doyle to discuss the second weekend of the Six Nations. Well, we were treated to a couple of upsets last week. We did not expect Ireland to lose at home to Wales, which was really disappointing. And this weekend we reckoned Ireland will be singing Le Bleu. Sorry for the cheesiness, but it's true. The odds suggest they're going to lose in France.
You're right, Nicola. I mean, it's been donkey's years since Ireland, that Brian O'Driscoll hat-trick that when the last one in Paris. If you do look at the odds, Nicola, just the match betting, first of all, you have France 4-1 on. So very short, Nicola.
Yeah.
If you do fancy the draw that no one is fancying all week, it's 25-1. If you do think Ireland can get back on track and trying to win the Six Nations, it's going to be a massive task for them at the minute. They're 10-3, Nicola. It's where the handicap market, where a lot of people are going, are gambling this weekend, Nicola. Last weekend we did tip up Ireland to beat Wales. We thought we were there. We're supposed 6 points up.
You also tipped up Scotland to beat England.
I did. It wasn't
the
greatest weekend, Nicola, of tipping. So we're trying to win our money back this weekend. As I mentioned, handicap betting. We are going even money handicaps from right now. So from all weekend, folks, have a look at BoyleSports.com. Even money handicaps. France at the minute they're -9, obviously for even money for the handicap. So Ireland +9. It's a try, obviously a converted try and a penalty. I actually think Ireland are going to get within the handicap. I know France, they gave Italy an awful lot of chances last week, Nicola. I know they won it by 18 points just off that handicap that we were tipping up. But Italy actually had so many opportunities to score a try. They were very close at one stage or another. So I'm having a look at Ireland. I know they were extremely disappointing first half, especially against the Welsh, Nicola. I think France are going to win the game, but I think Ireland are going to cover the handicap.
Well, I actually don't think they're going to cover the handicap. Don't want to be negative or anything, but a little stat for you here. They've conceded 137 points in their last 4 matches in France. So that's why I'm going to oppose Ireland altogether at the weekend. My patriotism is out the window. Okay, well, Italy versus England is up next. And last weekend, we didn't expect England to beat Scotland, us personally, because we were unsure with the new look side. We were uncertain whether or not to back them. Although last weekend's match was a complete snooze fest, England still looked good, and I think they're definitely going to beat Italy, aren't they?
You're very confident, Nicola. I'm still a little bit unsure about this England side. I know, as you mentioned, it's a whole change, whole new coach, a lot of new players coming in. I think Scotland should have beaten them. I honestly do. They had so many chances, especially in the second half, where it was a last-minute tackle or a fumble. It seems to be a lot of a fumble more than anything else. So I think actually England are there for the taking in this one. I think Italy had a lot of chances in Paris to score a few tries. I don't think they're ever going to beat France, but they showed a bit of steel, and up front is where it's probably the winning and losing in this game, Nicola, the forwards. And I actually fancy Italy to pull off a bit of a shock here. I know I had a bad week in tipping last week, Nicola. I'm going to go for a bit of a shock. Italy 3-1. A small bet on this one, folks, but I'm going to have a look at that one.
Okay, finally, last match is on Sunday. Wales versus Scotland. I think Wales' win is written all over this one.
7-1 on, Nicola, for this one in the match betting. Scotland, as I said, an error-ridden Scotland last weekend, Nicola. They're as big as 5-1 for an away win. As you said, there's only one win in this. I think Wales really showed they had a lot of injury problems, and they still came to the Aviva Stadium and performed fantastic in the first half. How they were 5 points down at half time, I'll never know. Sam Warburton, even their inspirational young captain, he didn't come out for the second half, and they still managed to claw back that 6 points in the dying stages. It's 11 points, Nicola, for the handicap in this one. As we were mentioning, Scotland +11 starting off the draw for 16-1 in a handicap betting. I can actually see Wales covering the handicap quite comfortably in this one. I think they're a team on the up.
-11.
-11, yeah, exactly. So looking for 2 converted tries and that to cover this handicap. So I'm going to go for Wales to cover the handicap in this one.
Okay, so Ray's going with one real upset this weekend. Hopefully he has better luck this week.